Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder just had another big day yesterday, beating Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks 121-105, despite All-Star guard Jalen Williams, who by any objective measurement has been a top 20 player league-wide this season, sitting out, and their all-everything soon-to-be MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, shooting just 11 of 27 from the field and registering only the 5th best plus-minus for OKC on the game. Ho-hum though, easy cruising victory for them in a game where their lead teetered between 15 to 20 for most of the night, because this is just who they are, as the Thunder have been historically great virtually all season long, and it wasn't difficult to see coming. They are an absolute basketball cheat code. The Thunder, after all, were coming off of a season where they already were the 1 seed in the Western Conference, won 57 games, and led the West in net differential, which was second best in the entire NBA, behind only the Boston Celtics, who had the 5th best net differential in league history at the time. Additionally, they were second in simple rating system last year, which is a team rating system that takes into account average point differential and strength of schedule. Now, of course, the Thunder had an underwhelming end to their season last year, getting beat in the second round of the playoffs by Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games. But it should have come as no surprise the Thunder have taken this kind of leap this season. In fact, it should have been expected. With just the natural maturation process of what was an extremely young team a year ago, and factoring in the outright unfair additions in free agency over the summer, yeah, that would be when they signed Isaiah Hartenstein away from the Knicks and added Alex Caruso from the Bulls, and well, boom. What you got was this. The Thunder have essentially taken a leap that has them sitting amidst the pantheon of all-time great teams, arguably the greatest ever when looking at the advanced numbers. They have led the league from wire to wire this year in net differential, but it is also looking like a real possibility the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to break the all-time NBA record held currently by the 1972 Lakers, the famed pairing of Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, and Gail Goodrich. That's not it though, as their 12.51 SRS this season is also tracking to be the best mark ever. And yet, no one is really talking about just how damn good this team is. They haven't even been mentioned as the undisputed and overwhelming title favorites to this point of the season. I mean, sure, the anti-Nikola Jokic media syndicate has been leading the surge in promoting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for MVP, but it goes well beyond just him, as the Thunder currently have 8 total players rated in the top 100 in BPM. That would be box plus minus, which is an estimate of a player's contribution to their team's performance measured in points added above league average per 100 possessions. And yeah, the Thunder have 8. And comparing them to the number 2 seed currently in the Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets, they have only 2 in the top 100. The Thunder are so impossibly stacked, the NBA is currently investigating them for violating the league's player participation policy. And the game under review is the Thunder's March 7th contest against the Portland Trail Blazers, in which the Thunder's entire starting 5 sat out. That would be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Lou Dort, and Isaiah Hartenstein. And without their entire starting 5, the Thunder still won that game. But they didn't just win it. They blew the Blazers out by nearly 20 points, beating them by a score of 107-89. I mean, the Nuggets, the aforementioned 2 seed in the West, just barely beat the Lakers in their recent matchup with them, despite 4 starters being out for the Lakers, including Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Yeah, the Nuggets squeaked out a 131-126 win in a game that was a 1-possession differential with less than 30 seconds left. they followed that pathetic win-up with a humiliating loss to the hapless Wizards, the worst team in the NBA. And that is not hyperbole. The Wizards' 15-51 record is the worst mark in the entire league. The loss for the Nuggets came despite Nikola Jokic dropping 40 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. But wait, there's more. The win for the Wiz swept the 2-game season series with Denver this year, and Jokic's first game against them was even better, as he dropped a career-high 56 points to go along with 16 rebounds and 8 assists. And Washington was riding a 16-game losing streak into that game. But that is what kind of supporting cast Nikola Jokic has. Out here dropping 96 points, 29 rebounds, and 17 assists in 2 games to the worst team in the league while losing both of them. And the Thunder, meanwhile, are blowing teams out without all 5 of their starters. So while many are touting the win differential between Shea and Jokic as legitimately the only reason he will be getting the MVP this year, it is actually worth asking the question of just how the Thunder haven't won more games. They are currently pacing, after all, for only 67 wins this season, but in looking at the other top net-rated teams in NBA history, the 1972 Lakers won 69 games, and yeah, at the time that was an NBA record, and the 95-96 Bulls won 72 games, which again at the time was an NBA record. But well, that ship has already sailed on OKC, as they already have 3 more losses than the 2016 Warriors' 73-win team, with still about 15 games to play this season. The Thunder, by the way, will be forced to play it out this year to win as many games as possible, even despite their preposterous 13-game lead in the West, with only about the aforementioned 15 games remaining, because they currently do not even have the best record in the league. Yeah, that would be the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are currently 2 games better in the loss column than the Thunder. Seriously, you can make a legitimate case that the Thunder, with their current win total, are actually underachieving this year based on the advanced metrics. Yet there is no doubt the voters have already made their minds up in giving SGA the league MVP because of that win total. And while it is yet to be seen who will be hoisting the only real trophy that matters this June, chances are very likely this is just the beginning of what will prove to be a dynastic hold on the league by the Oklahoma City Thunder. But regardless of what the metrics say, this Thunder team is not the best in league history. To see more on who that team is, you can check out this video right here, and please make sure that you are subscribed to stay up to date with more from me. Until next time.